the way they set up Lulu not getting killed this episode, and we thought he was gonna get killed. And they're trying to make it seem like it. I feel like something else is gonna happen, and it's like who's expendable?
No, I think the fact that Lulu's leaving to that fucking clinic or whatever, that's the character that's off the show for the moment. That's our satisfaction from that. So anybody we care about is not going anywhere. Ronnie might be the nigga that gets killed next. I think if we get a season finale of somebody getting killed, it's going to be Ronnie, and I think it's going to be famous, like you said. I think we get to the point where Ronnie gets into it with Kanan because Kanan like, nigga, you're not killing my mom. Mm-hmm. And then Ronnie runs up on Kanan like, I'm gonna kill you, but then Famous shoots this nigga. And I think that's the 50 Cent do his dialogue. It goes off. Fucking, we don't know where Famous is gonna go now. He got a music career, but he just killed another nigga. Yeah. I think that's where we end this season.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Right. Disclaimer: no matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you, and we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Hey, what up, cousin? What you doing?
Aw, shit. What you want?
Damn, why you asking me that?
Sean, if you call me asking me what I'm doing, it's because you got something you want me to do.
Man, you tripping. Check it out, though.
Damn it, see?
Hey, chill out. Why you acting like that? You don't even know what I want.
It don't matter what you want. You always asking for stuff.
Hey, nigga, didn't you just ask me to handle that little thing with the dude and thing, and didn't I do that shit without asking twice? Didn't you say you owed me and it didn't matter what I asked you would do it?
Why you bringing up old shit?
Tanya.
All right, nigga, damn. What is it?
Yo.
Yeah.
Y'all know what today is. It's Raising Kanan Day.
Get him.
Episode 9.
Get him.
Did this really feel like episode 9 to you? I mean, it was I guess it was some table turning shit happening, but did it seem like this is the episode before the finale?
It felt like they was dangling the finale in our faces, almost like, all right, like this is a throwaway episode. Like we're gonna show y'all what we're gonna do instead of doing it. So it's like, we're not gonna show y'all that this person is getting killed, but we're gonna make it look like he's getting killed. We're gonna show you like almost like everything was like shut. Like when Ronnie got like ran up on by, you know, the Colombians when he got ran on by the Colombians, right? And they like pretty much tore his whole organization up. You know, I mean, we kind of knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, we predicted that like a mother. The whole Ronnie situation we predicted like a motherfucker.
Right. And then the whole, you know, him going to snap and pop. And it's really we knew where it was going. It's going for like, we got to get Rock up out of here. You know what I mean? It's like, they had to pretty much get us to that point. And I feel like that's what they did all episode. Get us to a point of like, oh shit, next episode is going down. Everything.
Right. Right. Everything.
So,
Everything. Like everything is supposed to hit the fan right now. Did it feel like an episode 9 though? I mean, I guess it did because like you said, it's all set up.
Yeah, it's a setup. It was a shitty episode, right? But it was
okay, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I mean, but that's because that's how that's how things are shot, pretty much. Just to like, all right, we got to have something for y'all on the last episode, something that's gonna, because we're gonna knock y'all out on the next episode, and then we're gonna leave y'all possibly with a cliffhanger. You know what I mean? To the next season, to next year sometime.
Cliffhanger, not so much as a cliffhanger to where it's not it's gonna be a cliffhanger like I think like I said before, like we set it up now. We see Rock is standing against Mom and Snap and Pop with Kanan on their side. It's gonna be a cliffhanger like that, like gang against gang.
Right. It's like we all know Rock ain't dying. So whether they pull a gun on Rock and it goes blank, I'm not gonna think she got shot.
If they leave us with that cliffhanger, that's gonna be stupid.
Yeah. I kind of thought, I was like, I saw the preview to the next episode, and it's just like Rock is sitting in the car and her guns just pulled out on her or whatever. But we all know it's like that shit ain't going down.
Hey, that's not. She might get shot, but it ain't gonna be the end of her. And also, I don't think Snap and Pop have anything to do with that.
I mean, yeah, that could be. Well, who else? Who else would that be right now? Who? Unique
people. Did you hear? So the only reason I say that is because the interaction with Kanan and Rock, when she was like, that nigga killed Unique. He was like, that ain't what I heard. I heard you kill Unique.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, why would they throw that in there? Who said she killed Unique? Where the fuck that come from?
Yeah. But who was Unique's people like that? I mean, I feel like Unique was like, he wasn't even rocking with them cats like after a while because he was, with Rock. And he was trying to do his own thing. It's like his people at this point don't even matter.
He don't got people that exist no more.
Right. His people was Ronnie.
Yeah, you're right. But I just don't think you think Ty Dolla $ign and them did it?
I saw they making him like a roster guy. I'm just like, man, y'all just don't know what to do at this point. Y'all couldn't get nobody else.
It's Ty Dolla $ign. Put him in there.
He was Jamaican.
Yeah.
That was funny. But yeah, man, I don't know. I feel like it's the Snap and Pop thing is like that's who she's warring against. So I feel like that's who it is because she's not warring with the Colombians because the Colombians told her to shoot Juliana. So
and that was black people who pulled up next to her.
Yeah, so I mean it could possibly just be Snap and Pop on a mission, but they're not gonna hit nothing. Or she gonna get them first. You know what I mean? Like it could be anything. It's like because Marvin's going to jail.
Yeah.
Or he's dying.
Marvin's going to jail.
So only reason why I say that is because they haven't shown Lou, right? And we know what happened with Lou at the end.
Lou going to a clinic.
But they ain't show it.
I know, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just like you said, he could be going to a clinic. He could be going to a lot of different places. But we all know it's just like something is going down, man. I don't know what it is, but I know Marvin ain't going out like that. I feel like he's not just going to jail.
I think Lou's going to a clinic only because Marvin would have been crying in that car ride. Ain't no way in hell he's gonna keep that straight face. And then he made him drink some more. It's like they're not going to kill him. That don't even make sense. They're taking him to all far off. It's gonna be some like secluded clinic to get him straight again.
They're not even gonna tell us.
No. It's gonna be she gonna pull up on him like, you ready to come back? And he gonna be like all sober and shit and ready to go.
Yeah, it's not gonna be this season. It's gonna be like season 4. We just gonna we thinking Luke gone, and then he's gonna show up.
unless they start the next episode showing us where they took him, but they ain't killing him. Like we ain't nobody, none of us falling for that shit.
Yeah, they definitely.
But I do still got a feeling Kanan, and I think your whole prediction of I want to call the nigga Future. What's his name?
Famous.
Famous. I think the whole idea of him killing Ronnie, I still feel like that's possible.
Mm-hmm.
I feel because just that interaction when Ronnie was all up on Famous and Kanan kind of looked like, nigga, you doing too much.
Yeah, that nigga threw that nigga across the floor.
Yeah. For no reason.
You got your answer. They threw that nigga on the ground. I'm just like, damn, man, that's cold. I started, this is probably the one episodes I actually felt bad for Famous.
I felt terrible for him. So I was like, nigga, he just trying to find your uncle because he got this music shit going. And this nigga all in his face and you ain't saying nothing.
I told you about old girl. She gonna show somebody that nigga music.
That shit was hilarious. When he walked in, she was playing. I was like, this nigga Brian said this shit exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, check this song out. Why are you shopping this?
Exactly. Why are you like who are you now? You know what I mean? Yeah, I think that, you know, now that this song is gonna be big, I don't know how it's gonna happen, but like Famous gonna get caught up for that song.
Yeah, it's gonna come around.
Yeah, because it's like I don't exactly know who that other guy's connected to. He seemed kind of slimy. You think that he might be a detective and they're looking around? Like he might have.
No, I think he's in the music business, but I think he's one of the people that take it. Huh?
He knew him. Like from like back in the day or something. Like that wasn't just somebody that came in. She knew him.
Oh no, she knew him from the music business. I think he's just one of them slimy music. He likes it because he's talking about killing somebody.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's just I think they're taking that angle to where it's like he likes the violent rap. It's like I can get paid off this.
He was like, I'm rich, you're talented.
Yeah.
That's gonna work.
Okay, let me say this. Normally in movies or in shows, when a kid dies, it's sad as fuck. This shit was horrible. I didn't feel no type of emotion in this scene. But that's the stupid ass crying that what's his name? G? The stupid ass crying he was doing, his stupid ass story, and I'm so sorry, Marvin. I knew it. I didn't tell him anything. Shut the fuck. Like I didn't feel nothing in that scene. Like nigga, shut up.
I knew one of the kids was about to die, honestly, because like when they was at the park and they like zoomed in on the kids, I'm like, oh yeah, these motherfuckers about to die. One of them
That's fucked up.
Gone. And as soon as it happened, and Marvin was just. He told Marvin he was working with the feds or whatever, you know, trying to get something on him. But since he didn't know nothing, he didn't tell him nothing. Nigga, Marvin was just like, nigga, he pretty much signed that nigga's death certificate because like he was already in a suicidal state. And Marvin,
he knew it.
Marvin said, nigga, you're a deadbeat daddy and you a shit friend, nigga. And it was just like, he pretty much said, nigga, go ahead and do it. And I knew it. Like, as soon as the FBI came to us all, I'll be like, that nigga gonna be in there hanging like an ornament.
I was like, this nigga pushed him to his death. And he knew what he was doing. He was hitting him in his soul like, nigga, you ain't shit. You selfish as fuck.
If they was in the streets, he would have fired on him.
Yeah, if he was in the streets, he'd have popped his ass.
Probably.
But that I didn't feel nothing for that scene. Like I didn't feel bad. The crying wasn't convincing. That shit was horrible. As far as when you say they zoomed in on the kids, in that scene, the continuity threw me off. Because this nigga Marvin was like, they eating these? He picked up some green grapes. They cut back to him, he was eating some red grapes.
Hey, pay attention.
I've been catching shit like that. It's continuity. Like even when Rock met Howard, then they got in the car, she rolled up the window, he got out, the window was down. Like, they just don't give a fuck about these scenes, huh?
It's because they shoot these shits in pieces. That's all it is. It's like I just saw The Wood recently, and what's it called? Slim was driving the car. And his beard, like he had like a little, you know, small goatee or whatever, and that shit was light. It was real light. They went to the laundry to get their shit washed. That shit was dark. I'm like, what happened? I was like, yo, what just happened in the past 5 minutes? You can tell, like, they just shot those scenes on different days, and it's just like you can't always get it right, or they took a break.
Yeah,
somebody went in there and did something and kind of moved something around. Just like, it's funny. It's like, to bring up our movie, that's on our site, by the way. I mean, that's on our YouTube page, by the way.
Right.
I put the lighter on the couch on one scene, and then it was supposed to be there. But when I got up, the lighter was gone. I didn't notice that until later. I was like, oh well.
But shit, it happens. Like you said, when you shooting scene by scene, you can't remember everything.
Oh, yeah, shameless plug. But anyway,
what do you think about the performance from Butter?
702. No, that shit was all right. I was just they don't seem like a group really. I mean, but it is a TV show or whatever. So it's like, Juke can sing. So
yeah,
it's like in real life, she would have never been the front. But you think about it,
she would have been the front if they dressed her properly. I hated that shit. Like the other girls was dressed attractive. She still got on this big ass. She looked like she was pregnant and they were trying to hide it.
You think about it, T-Boz was the boyish person and she was the lead. Because Chili was always fire to me or whatever, and I thought she could sing better than everybody in the group.
Yeah,
like why isn't she the lead? And they got T-Boz in there. I mean, because she has a more unique voice, but she was like, it was weird that she was the one that was the main, and Chili was kind of the
the killer.
I wasn't saying that as a diss, just like you just the second, you know what I mean? Second lead.
Man, I don't know, man. That group, I'm ready for them to be done with that shit. I'm ready. Because you saw what she told the detective, like, you just ruined my life. So that means the group ain't coming back, right?
Well, I doubt it, because they went in there, kind of messing up. And you saw the way the teacher was looking at her. It was just like, God damn it, you didn't hear you fucking up the game. So whatever it is, they probably don't want that tied to Butter, and they probably gonna replace her.
Good. So I'm sick of this fucking group.
And that's what I meant by them dangling what's going to happen in the next episode in our face. It's almost like, okay, she went to the interrogation. She didn't miss the performance, which was good. But at the same time, that lady is going to be like, yo, we can't have you, in here with these problems. You know what I mean? This group is going to go, it's going to be big. And you got detectives coming in, checking up on you and stuff like that. We're going to have to let you go. And that's going to
go to the army.
And that's going to take her, she's already had a bad life. It's going to take her further.
Is she already going to the army? Like, that letter came in the mail, so everybody knows. Rock kind of told her, like, live your life. I can't tell you what to do. So it's like she's going to the army. That's season ender. She's going to the army. Marvin's going to jail. Is Marvin going to jail is the question. That's my only question.
I don't know. I be feeling like the way they have things set up right now, I'm trying to think, right? Because right now, they don't really have a lot on Marvin. They're trying to build a case on him still. They're trying to put everything together, so they haven't come up with that yet. Nobody's trying to kill Marvin right now, but I feel like Rock is going to get Marvin killed.
Oh, man.
Because that's her muscle. That's really who she got. Who else Rock got?
That's it.
Rock got Marvin and
Howard.
And she got, Howard or whatever, but Howard don't give a fuck about Marvin.
He keeps saying that. Oh no, he don't give a fuck about Marvin, but I think Howard give a fuck about Rock.
You do.
He even talked like they was a family, like me, you, Kanan, like, nigga, y'all are not together.
And it was like, Marvin got to take it. I wish somebody would, man. That's why I was like, man, I would never want to get no criminal organization, because it's just like a motherfucker to tell you got to take one for the team, like going to jail for life. Like, that's not taking one for the team.
For the team, nigga, are you talking about?
You're ending my life so you can go on.
Yeah.
At that point, it's dog eat dog. Nigga, I'm not taking. There's one thing to be like, hey man, you ain't got no strikes, or you ain't got nothing on your record. They're gonna give you like 5 years. They're gonna give me 20. That's
one for the team. That's one for the team. That means I can go in and come back out that motherfucker. You talking about me being in there forever?
Forever. It's like, nigga, you gotta take one for the team on this one. Like, what?
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, so I feel like somebody. I still feel that somebody that we don't think is gonna like get taken out.
I think.
I hope not, but it's just like, the way they set up Lulu not getting killed this episode, and we thought he was gonna get killed, and they're trying to make it seem like it. I feel like something else is gonna happen, and it's like, who's expendable?
No, I think the fact that Lulu's leaving to to that fucking clinic or whatever. That's the character that's off the show for the moment. That's our satisfaction from that. So anybody we care about is not going anywhere. Ronnie might be the nigga that gets killed next. I think if we get a season finale of somebody getting killed, it's going to be Ronnie, and I think it's going to be famous, like you said. I think we get to the point where Ronnie gets into it with Kanan because Kanan like, nigga, you're not killing my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ronnie runs up on Kanan like, I'm gonna kill you, but then Famous shoots this nigga. And I think that's the 50 Cent do his dialogue. It goes off. Fucking, we don't know where Famous is gonna go now. He got a music career, but he just killed another nigga.
Yeah.
I think that's where we end this season.
That's possible. I definitely feel like Famous is gonna save Kanan at some point because the way he keep looking at like Ronnie, it's only so many times that you can let a nigga punk you. This is only so many times, you know what I mean? After
the thing is,
like, you gonna catch that nigga.
Yeah, the thing is, Ronnie don't punk Kanan though. You notice that? Like Kanan talk to that nigga like he don't give a fuck.
So, all right. I saw this. So this is not my thoughts. This is a video that I saw. Some woman was breaking down the fact that Ronnie had a relationship with Kanan's daddy.
Wow.
And the reason why he want to rock with Kanan so much because him and his daddy used to, have a jailhouse love.
Wow.
And I was just like, cause always, we always, in the beginning, earlier this season, we was like, I think Ronnie gay, right? You know what I mean? We already talked about that. But him being in jail with Kanan's supposedly, the dad that they said that was his.
Yeah.
Because he ain't never really gave Kanan, like, he wanted to rock with Kanan. Why?
Yeah.
Kanan was selling, nickel bags.
It wasn't, Kanan didn't do enough for him to be like, I only want to rock with you. Like, it wasn't enough.
Yeah, he don't be punking Kanan. It's like Kanan actually punked him this time.
That's what I'm saying. Every time when Ronnie talked to him, Kanan don't ever look scared.
Yeah.
He kind of look at him like, nigga, calm down. I'll do this. You shut the fuck up.
Because you see, probably, after you see your bully get punked, it's probably not, you don't feel like a bully no more. Because it's like, niggas is calling you Urkel. You know what I mean? You technically got beat up by your brother. You just killed him. But this is like, you're not the nigga that you say you are.
Yeah. And then now you don't got these drugs.
And
they didn't tap into that, but they're going to have to. It's like, you don't have these drugs. You owe everybody money. I'm talking about Ronnie.
Yeah.
What are you going to do now?
That's what they asked him. That's what Snap and Pop asked him at the table. They was just like, shit, that ain't got nothing to do with us. You know what I mean? You got Rock ain't got nothing to do with it. You got the money from us. So you got to figure out what you're going to do, you know what I mean, to pay us our bread back.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to figure that shit out. And I feel like the only way, just like we were talking about, is him to, like, that Rock thing is happening. I mean, I'm not saying they ain't going to kill her, but there's a decision that got to be made.
What you mean as far as trying to take her out?
Yeah, because Kanan is in the way. You know what I mean? They're not going to just take her out without Kanan's blessing.
Yeah, and I think the attempt, okay, so this is what I think. I think Snap and Pop are going to hear Kanan out where he like, don't kill her. But I think Ronnie going to try to go behind their back and do it himself. And I think all them niggas in that van is the niggas that shot at her. And that's the end of the season, we're going to get the confrontation between Ronnie and Kanan, where Famous comes in and saves them.
Right.
So that's the whole drawn out. And then at the end, like I said, we got Snap and Pop over here, and Kanan's with them, and Rock is over here. Her and Marvin. Now I feel like Marvin ain't going to jail.
They don't have nothing on Marvin yet. Unless Captain Howard, because Captain Howard is in hot water right now too. Because they, they didn't open that case back up. The captain is like not against him, but he's having second thoughts. Like
Howard be bobbing and weaving like a fucking professional boxer, nigga.
That nigga do. He came I wouldn't do that like that.
No, that nigga said, you said that you don't want no heat coming on the department. She's out here causing heat. So I went over there and tried to smooth it out. He was like, why ain't you telling me yourself? Because I ain't no snitch. I was like, this nigga got an answer for everything.
Nigga's a professional spinner, nigga. That nigga was like, what? I did it because of this.
That nigga's good. He was like, because you said you don't want no more heat on the department. The captain was kind of looking like, man, fuck, I did say that.
Yeah, it's funny. Like, this is the first episode to where he was actually like, he was in it more than just like they sprinkled him at the office every 10 seconds or whatever. Like, he was actually in this episode enough to where I'm like, okay, he's playing a part.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be opening it up for next season for him and Rock to be doing more.
If that connection is going, I was saying relationship connection. I'm not so sure, but they're going to be connected for sure. He ain't going nowhere. But like I said, them taking Lulu out to wherever ranch or wherever the fuck they took him, that's enough to keep Marvin around. That's like that was the sacrifice. That was the character sacrifice we needed right there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because it's like I don't see Marvin getting killed, but at the same time, I just like I guess I'm just thinking about like, damn, what would I would have done? You know what I mean? Throw my the watchers off. You know what I mean? Like let's take out somebody that people like, but it's like, is Marvin, what does he bring for the rest of the season? I mean, not for the season, but for the next season. You know what I mean? Because Marvin right now is kind of just he's not a lackey, but he's like Rock's muscle. That's it. That's all he's really playing, like his character. You know what I mean? If you think about him in this season, like at one season where he was, you know, having his relationship with his daughter was one thing. You know what I mean? Like we needed him for that, to see that build. But this season, you know what I mean? He's kind of like, now that Juke is about to be gone, his boy Gerald just took his life. And now he's really just Rocky's, you know, either he's going to jail or he's just Rocky's flunky. What makes him go to the next season and be something to where we care about, like character wise?
I think because he gained the heart of everybody, like you said, the relationship with his daughter. They started him off as he wasn't shit. He was always fucking up. Now he's like he's damn near more level-minded than anybody on the show. So taking him out, we don't have that intelligence anymore. We don't have the level mind no more. Now everybody's just up in the air. He's too much of a favorite character. It would be like if in Snowfall, if they took out Unc in the season before the last season, people would have probably wrote this shit off like, wow, why would you do that? It's that compassion and love right there.
But Unc always had something going. Like he was always.
Marvin do too. Marvin does got shit going. They just don't focus on that. They focus so much on who this Gerald guy was supposed to be. It's just that we didn't care about Gerald's character enough. I think that's what fucked up that storyline.
And that's what I'm thinking about. It's just like, all right, like, yeah, like he is a favorite character, but what does he have to bring to the show? Because he's not trying to do his own work. I mean, he's not trying to sell work. He's Rock's little brother, or you know what I mean? Big brother. And he's there, you know, when she needs him. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, he's not going to be able to rock. Like, the fact that Howard is trying to, you know, take Marvin to jail or whatever like that they're not going to ever be cool.
Ever.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, if Howard is sticking around, that means Marvin's got to go somewhere.
No, that ain't what that means.
To me, because it's like, how they going to work together?
They're not. Yeah, you ain't ever seen shows and movies where it's like, this nigga don't really like that nigga, but we got to work together. That's just gonna be their relationship from here on out. And I don't even think he knows. I don't think he knows that Howard was trying to send him to jail. He don't know that.
He will find out.
He might find out, but I'm saying that's not enough to be like one of them got to go. It could just be a beef, but we still got to work on the same team.
But if one of them don't, because right now they're still investigating, so somebody's got to get locked up. Whether it's Howard or Marvin, because Howard is already pointing the finger at Marvin, trying to get him to go. So it's like, are they just gonna just say, "Oh, you know, fuck it, we're not looking for Marvin no more"?
So Howard's not necessarily pointing the finger; he's letting it happen. You know, it's not like he's not in there like, yeah, it's this Marvin guy.
He said he was pointing him into he said he was pointing him into the direction of Marvin.
He said he let it happen. He was like, because you know they brought it to the table, and he was like, why not just let him have it? Like he's saying like, let him take the downfall. He ain't saying I'm gonna make sure he take the downfall. The way Howard is spinning the shit so much, he can get Marvin out, and then he can go kill the fucking father that's investigating. The only So
I hope we don't have to wait 2 weeks for this shit.
we might. The only thing that's throwing me is the fact that they brought Juki in the way they did and questioned her. Does that ruin her chances of going to the military? Because if she don't go to the military, then that for sure means ain't nothing happening to Marvin.
Then now that's what I'm saying. That would make sense to me because it's like, he can be, there for her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like if he go to jail, and then I mean, if Juke goes to the army, like Marvin's character is legit just the flunky of Rock.
I don't think he's a flunky though. He's
When I say flunky,
muscle.
Flunky muscle.
Yeah,
green bean.
That ain't the same thing.
Green bean, string bean. You know what I mean? It's just like somebody that takes orders.
It's not the same. Okay,
he don't call no shots.
He does though. So this is who he is. He's I'm gonna do Snowfall reference again. Snowfall, you had
he's
what's
Leon.
His name? Yes, he's Leon.
Yeah, he's a flunky.
Yeah, that's not a flunky though.
He's the flunky, bro. Like he was a sidekick, man. Like Leon started doing his own thing later on, like in the season, but we haven't seen that from Marvin yet.
He's doing it now.
With what?
He was at so remember when Rock retired? That nigga was like, I'm not retired, I'm just gonna be moving myself. They just didn't show it. That's the thing. They're not showing that he's doing his own thing.
Oh, well, man,
even when he walked in on them bagging up the drugs, that was his operation too. When that nigga was like, I need y'all to find Lou. He ain't a flunky. He's Leon. Leon ain't no flunky.
Flunky is the wrong word, right? But I look at
very much
that are if you follow the orders of like the head guy, which was Franklin at the time, which is Rock here, is like you have to be almost like the work is delegated, right? You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, this person got to go. You know what I mean? He's like, Rock had this nigga shoot a mob boss in broad daylight.
Yeah,
that ain't no flunky. I don't know what is.
That's not a flunky.
That's a nigga that you're willing to put in harm's way.
All right, so tell me this then. He's a flunky, right? They get rid of his character. So who does Rock call on when she needs shit done?
Well, and that makes sense right there. Like that, you know what I mean? Because now Rock, all she has is bro. I mean, she has a whole organization that the ones that was bagging up drugs, but she don't have no, person that's right by her side.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a flunky. He's a right-hand man. He's the muscle. It wouldn't make no sense. There's no way they could kill off Marvin's character and then Rock they wouldn't have no random nigga making moves for her. It's like whoever they get to make moves for her is going to have to be another main character. They're going to have to introduce somebody new. Like, man, I need you to go handle this. And don't nobody want that shit.
They will though. You know how they do. I
don't want that.
It's gonna be a whole brand new slew of characters probably next season that you ain't never seen before, and this nigga's just like the new nigga, like how Ronnie popped up.
I don't want that, man. Keep Marvin there.
DEFCON is dead, right? DEFCON's been dead.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
Yeah, DEFCON is dead. I was like, he's not gonna pop up. Depending on what Famous does, you know what I mean, he has this new character or whatever. The guy that's the record person. I feel like, damn, it's so many possibilities, but I'm not gonna say all of them right now because I'm thinking about Juke, I'm thinking about Marvin, and you know what I mean. It's so many possibilities. So I guess we just gotta see. You know what I mean. Right now, I'm just looking at. It's almost like I'm pairing myself with the worst. I don't want Marvin to go.
He's not. I honestly think the feel of the show is we're not losing nobody big for the season finale. We quote unquote lost somebody big in this episode, even though they're not confirmed. They're not going to confirm where he's at, if he died, none of that shit. It's like when they do some shit and then the audience remembers, but they move on. Like, we know what happened, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we got tired of Lulu anyway. Like dude,
I got tired of Lulu in the opening scene of this show.
Yeah, it's just like we want Lulu back to who Lulu was. Like I don't want drunk Lulu
at all.
You know what I mean? Like
him
nigga,
swerving and crashing shit and walking into the liquor store. It was like, man, come on, what are we doing now?
That shit was stupid. I was just like, man, this is like the third episode that he's just been like, you know what I mean, going and doing different weird shit. I was like, all right, man, like, is he gonna die from alcohol poisoning or something? Like, is he like, what's going on? What are y'all trying to tell me?
Yeah, it was
he's a drunk.
And it was like, so Lulu was crying and begging, kind of like, I'll be good, I'm straight, don't kill me. I think that was the final test before they dropped him off. When what's his name opened that bottle and handed it to him. Mm-hmm. It's like, nigga, you saying all that? Let me see right now. And he took a sip. It was like, yeah, you need help.
Right. Just
Marvin ain't finna. Marvin ain't killing no. He's not finna kill his sister or his brother. That's not gonna happen.
Don't leave me in the dark, man.
Don't leave me out here.
Don't leave me out here, man. Y'all ain't gonna do this to me. I was like, damn, that nigga's pretty good.
He's a good actor, but I was not convinced they was gonna kill him.
Yeah, same. But at the same time, I'm like, shit, ain't no telling, man. Like these shows are made to throw you off.
They're made to throw you off, but they're obvious when they leave doors open.
Yeah,
it's just like a unique thing. That door is still open. They did not close that door for a reason.
Yeah, you gonna keep on riding that wave, man.
Man, everybody riding with me too. I'm about to watch the next. I'm about to put up a poll. Is Unique dead or not?
Not, man. He went to the Wu-Tang Clan, bro. I told you a couple episodes ago. That nigga is living and rapping.
I'm telling you what they're doing. They leave these doors open for a reason. They leave it open just in case.
Yeah.
So it's like, you could be like, oh, they all right with him being dead, but we can bring him back if we want to.
That's gonna be crazy if they did. I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah. Just like Lou.
Yeah. Well, I think that was it, man. Like, who else was in this episode? I think that was
we barely talked about Kanan. We don't ever talk about.
I give a fuck about Kanan. Nah, Kanan. We kind of did like when the whole Ronnie thing, but it's like his character didn't do a lot this episode. I mean, he went to Juke's thing, kind of told his mom on some like, I got something on you too. You can call a social worker all you want to. You call her, I'm gonna call somebody. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mom was just like, "Oh, nigga, that's where we at." You know what I
mean? And then nigga Marvin said, "I'll pull my belt off, whoop your ass right here."
that shit could keep him around. Just his like,
he's not going nowhere, man. Stop calling him a flunky. He ain't no flunky, man. He's an important part of the show.
Yeah, I might be using the wrong word, but
you're definitely using the wrong word.
To me, if a nigga is taking orders from somebody to put themselves in harm's way and to protect another person, is a flunky in my definition. But
that's fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, would you? If I was like, "Hey, Lamar,
nah,
go, nigga, go kill this person, nigga, for me, bro."
Nah.
Exactly. You ain't no flunky.
That ain't no a flunky. A flunky is a nigga that. So this is my definition of a flunky. I guess. Let me try to break down what a flunky. A flunky would be the nigga that's riding with Marvin to go kill these niggas. The one that jump out first and get shot. That's the flunky.
All right. So I am a definition person sometimes. So I'm looking up the definition of flunky right now.
Right.
A person who performs relatively menial tasks for someone else. That's what he does.
Menial. This nigga do big shit. She don't be like, go up there and shoot that nigga for looking at me wrong.
So he's a flunky to the second power. What do you want me to say?
Hey, the comments is gonna be on your ass. This nigga definitely ain't no flunky, nigga. Hey, man. Not Uncle Marvin, nigga.
Y'all niggas is capping. I think there is a lot of negative like synonyms to flunky or whatever. It's just like you're a pawn, you're a puppet, you know what I mean? But
that's what I'm saying.
If you really look into it, like for real, like I mean, we just like Marvin. But if Marvin was somebody that we didn't like, we'd be like, oh yeah, that nigga's a sucker. That nigga do everything Rock tell him to do. But if we like Marvin, so we don't want to call him anything negative.
That ain't why, man. But whatever.
Hello? Yeah. That nigga Marvin.
Hey, I paid attention to a lot of details in this show. and shit just irritated me. You remember when Ronnie walked in on Snap and Pop, right? And all them niggas pulled out guns. My nigga looked down at Snap. That nigga said,
I did see that, and that was super corny.
I was like, what did he? Nigga, they all got guns on them already. Why you act like you had to sneak it out? That nigga did a lean like, ooh, got your ass. Like, nigga, you're standing with your mob.
Nigga, slow draw window, nigga. That nigga drew that shit so then.
But it wasn't even necessary.
It was super unnecessary, and it was just like, I mean, his lines,
his lines are unnecessary. His character's unnecessary. Yeah. I feel like they just want him there.
Somebody else wrote him, man. He probably just had to deliver him at this point because it's like when he was just like, yeah, and nobody fucks with us.
He said that about 7 times.
I'm like, yo, relax, bro.
He said it about 7, 8 times already.
Keep it together, my nigga.
Oh, that shit bothers me, man. A lot of the little shit bothers me.
Ronnie got up and pushed the chair in, like, right. Make sure everything's good.
That nigga leaned like, got your ass. Like, nigga, you got the shotguns and all shit already pointed at him. You did not have to do that.
Yeah, that nigga has the corniest one-liners, nigga. I was at the end when he walked away. She was like, yeah, he's going to have a big problem. Yeah, baby. 2 problems. Me and you. Nigga, what?
We got comments, right? We got comments.
Just like, man, come on, Gina.
Me and you.
You have them up or you want me to get them?
No, I don't got them up.
All right. Let's see. We had a few, I think. All right, let's see. First comment is from. We got a long comment too on one of these joints.
Oh yeah, somebody. Shout out to that. Go to that one right quick because he found us on Apple, right? Yeah, Apple Podcast. Shout out to you for coming back and jumping on YouTube, man. We appreciate that because we know you can't. I don't know if you can comment on Apple. I know you can comment on Spotify.
Yeah, it's Mr. Mooch 10. He said, subscribe to this in your podcast. Strange how the algorithm isn't making sure you pop up in the feed. I found you guys on Apple Podcasts by searching for the show recaps. That's dope. It sucks that we're not on YouTube. Damn, hold on one second. So I mean, Mr. Mooch 10 said, subscribe to you in this in your podcast. Strange how the algorithm isn't making sure you pop up in the feed. I found you guys on Apple Podcasts by searching for show recaps. Anyways, back to the show. Mad funny how you both called out they do ethnicities with heavy stereotyping. How they do ethnicities with heavy stereotyping. Yeah. I know you guys don't like the Ronnie character. I agree. He doesn't make sense, but he is comedy. I watched the show to see his what ridiculous actions he's going to do and weird talking. It's hilarious. It is interesting to see how Marvin and Lou have switched roles. As for predictions, this show is so ridiculous and entertaining, but I don't even try on predictions. I have to leave that to the professionals like you guys. Love the channel. Good looking now.
Appreciate you, brother, for coming from looking for us and then finding us and then coming over here. I don't understand the algorithm shit either.
Yeah, it's just so many people. I know that a lot of people do Raising Kanan recaps, and it's kind of like if we're not, big numbers like them or whatever, they're not. Yeah. It's like you will have to stumble up on us. So, share us to people that have the same interests as you. That's how we grow, pretty much. It's like everybody got to be spread around because YouTube ain't gonna do it
at all. Fuck these niggas.
Your girl Bree says. Oh shit, let me just read more. She said, I knew we couldn't trust Gerald because how the feds know he knows Marvin when he went to jail. I feel like Marvin is going to prison as well. Ronnie's going to try to kill Pops and Snaps for owing them, and they're going to team with Rock to kill Ronnie. I ain't think about that one. Famous is gonna die on some wrong time, wrong place type stuff. Lou gonna die from alcohol poisoning and guilt. while Rock continues to sell drugs until she eventually dies seasons later.
I would have. So this is all comments from the episode before this.
Right.
I don't know if I could have ever seen a world where Snap, Pop, and Rock. Stupid ass name.
Snap, Pop, and Rock.
Snap, Pop, and Rock. I don't see a world where they would team up. It seems like it's been bad blood there since forever. I don't think Ronnie's enough to make them team up. Now, if it was against the Italians, I could see that happening. It'd be like some black on Italian type shit. But Ronnie is not. I don't think Ronnie holds enough power for niggas to be. Even though he moves like the boogeyman, you can still get touched, nigga. Like you be outside with Kanan handing off full bricks of drugs.
Yeah. I can see anything happening when it comes to, like, you know how that shit work or whatever. It's like no honor amongst thieves kind of thing. Like before you know it, since Ronnie is trying to kill them, be like, hey, Rock, we got pretty much got the drop on this nigga Ronnie. We could take this nigga out and you can do your thing, we do our thing, because they don't sell drugs no more anyway.
Well, yeah, you're right. I'm thinking logically. I'm not thinking of how they be writing shit. Like logically, you could just go to famous house where Kanan live and pop Ronnie. Like that's logical. But like you said, the way they write it, it'd be like the day they looking for him, he's untouchable. He's moving like a ninja and killing everybody. So I can see that.
Yeah. That dude 1021 says, one thing I disagree with is at the beginning of the episode, Ronnie not having bread because his connect got cut off. His connect is supplying the drugs when it's time to re-up, so he has the money but don't have a supplier. He just needs to be pointed in the right direction for a new plug. We kind of went back and forth with him on this one. I'm not gonna read all the comments, but yeah, that's what
he just misheard us. He thought we were saying Ronnie was broke. Which is what we wasn't saying. That it was like basically what happened. We were saying that Snap and Pop is gonna want their money back. It ain't that he don't got money, but he don't have drugs to sell. So it's like nigga, you owe us.
Yeah. User, there's a bunch of letters. It says, I do think Lou could snap out of it if Kanan is kidnapped and Marvin is in jail asking him to help the family. I think Kanan is going to get kidnapped like Tariq did with Vincent, only with snaps and pop. Only with snaps and pop, and Pop only with snaps, and Pops has other plans with Kanan. Ronnie will look at Kanan like Kanan look at Tariq. Everything is going to parallel and call back.
I don't. Tariq got kidnapped before.
That wasn't like the first Power. That was in Power. Remember when was that Jukebox took him?
Oh,
Jukebox and Kanan.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
He might have got kidnapped again too. I don't remember all that.
Whoever that was said Vincent.
I think Vincent is a character in Power.
Yeah.
I don't remember all the characters' names. That was a minute ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was all of the comments. Some other comments we had were for other episodes. That was it.
Right. Well, we appreciate the comments, y'all. Let us know y'all prediction. We don't have no real predictions besides Lulu ain't dead. I don't predict no big characters getting killed. I feel like Ronnie might get killed if they ended with the drive-by being on. Okay, this will piss me off because it pissed us off in BMF. If they ended with the drive-by being on Rock and we're supposed to believe like, oh, maybe she's dead, that would be the equivalent of them doing the drive-by on what's his name? On Meech's brother.
Meech's brother, yeah. It's like we know he's not. It's like
we know he's not dead. Like that's not a cliffhanger. That's not like snap. I wonder if he died. No, we're not thinking that. We know he's alive.
Didn't they do the same thing to Meech that second season? Like he had got shot up in the car, and then it was like the episode was over, and then
that was an episode, and then we got to the next episode where he was alive. But they ended the season with DC Young Fly shooting up Terry.
Yeah.
And it was like cliffhanger. No, nigga, it's not a cliffhanger. We know he's alive. So if they ended with Rock getting the drive-by pulled on her, that would be the dumbest cliffhanger ever. That's not a cliffhanger. That's like we'll just wait for the next season.
Right. I need to see Rock's funeral before I leave that she's gone. It's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah. I know.
But anyways, man, Like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back wherever. If you there, let us know what y'all think below, and we will be back.
Peace.
For the season finale when they're rapping.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.